Stop for a moment, put your hand on your heart and listen. My child, pause whatever you are doing and turn your full attention to me. Do not multitask me. Do not glance and move on. In this very breath, I am interrupting you on purpose. This is not random, not accidental, and not something to ignore. This moment did not tumble out of chance. It was arranged for you long before you took your first breath. I knew the exact day, the exact hour, and even the exact condition of your heart when these words would find you. Yes, you, the one listening right now. Not the person you think is more spiritual, not the friend you want to send this to first. You, I am speaking with you, to you, for you. I orchestrated the sequence that placed this message in your path. I bent timing and threads of routine to bring us here. Nothing about this encounter is casual. Nothing about it is background noise. I am not one notification among many. I am the voice that calls your life into alignment. My child, heaven is waiting for an answer from you. I am not begging. I am not wringing my hands. I am not insecure. I am your Father and your Lord, calling you with love and authority. I am calling you into clarity. I am calling you into movement. The first step is not complicated. The first step is attention. Let your attention become your first act of obedience. Right now, turn the gaze of your soul toward me. Silence every lesser tug. Choose to look at me with your heart. You have been busy. Your mind has been scattered. Work, relationships, expectations, worries about what has gone wrong and what might go wrong. You have become adept at surviving the noise. But hear me, my direction rarely competes with chaos. That is why I have interrupted you. I stepped into your scroll, your routine, your momentum, and I placed a hand upon your shoulder that you could feel. I am not here to entertain you. I am here to reorient you. I have watched you start and stop, decide and delay, feel stirred and then get pulled away. I am cutting through that cycle now. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. There is a tenderness in my interruption, but there is also urgency. I am jealous for your clarity, protective of your future, and patient with your process. But I will not let delay become your master. This is an appointed interruption because decisions are before you and timing matters. Doors that belong to you are being prepared, and I will speak to you about them. Restoration you longed for is closer than you realized, and I will lead you toward it. Within the next 72 hours, we will confront what you have postponed. Do not let your heart race with fear. Let it quicken with attention. I am with you. My beloved child, if you will remain here, I will take you on a short, holy journey. We will expose the small compromises that grew into delay. We will quiet the noise so you can recognize my voice without straining. You will understand why your weariness has felt like quicksand and how to step out of it. You will feel seen in the places you thought I overlooked. You will remember who you are and whose you are. Then I will bring you to a clear threshold. Yes or no. No half answers. No vague intentions. No maybe later. And when you are ready, I will give you the words to pray out loud, and I will lay a simple plan at your feet for the next 3 days, so your yes does not drift back into delay. But first, attention. Place your hand on your heart again. Breathe. Say, I am listening. Say it out loud. Let your own ears hear your own voice agree with mine. This is not performance. This is alignment. When you give me your attention, you give me room to direct you. When you give me your attention, confusion begins to lose its grip. When you give me your attention, your spirit rises above the static and remembers the sound of your shepherd. I know the questions that rise even now. Why me? Why now? Am I ready? What if I fail again? My child, I prepared this moment knowing every weakness and every history you carry. I do not approach you with accusation. I do not remind you of shame. I come near with clarity and mercy. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not lowered my vision for you to match your disappointments. I interrupt because I love you and because I see the path you cannot yet see. Listen carefully. Neutrality ends here. You have stood in the middle ground long enough. Half yes, half wait, heart leaning forward and backward at the same time. That middle is a place of exhaustion, and I am lifting you out of it. I will not force you. I never violate your will, but I will ask plainly, and I will ask soon. Your answer will matter. It will shape what unfolds in the days ahead. Do not fear that I am setting a trap for you. I am setting a table for you. So do not scroll away. Do not postpone me to the end of the day. Do not tuck this into a list of good thoughts to revisit later. Stay with me now. Keep your heart awake. Give me your full attention for these next moments. This is your appointed interruption. The one I set long before this day appeared on any calendar. I am near, I am speaking, and your attention right now is your first act of obedience. My child, listen to me. I have been speaking to you, not once, not twice, over time, in layers. At first, I came like a whisper, a gentle nudge that brushed your thoughts while you were driving, washing dishes, lying awake at night. You felt a tug to change a small thing, to make a call, to close a door that never brought you peace, to return to what used to make your spirit alive. Then I arranged conversations that echoed the whisper. A phrase from a stranger, a line in a message, a story that mirrored your own. These were not accidents. When you did not move, I allowed certain doors to close that you kept pushing against, not to punish you, but to protect you. I let a quiet discomfort sit in rooms where you once felt at home, so you could sense that season shifting. And now, because I love you and timing matters, I am no longer speaking in hints. I am calling you clearly. I am placing before you a decision that cannot be outsourced, delegated, or endlessly researched. It is yes or no. My beloved child, you have delayed. You did not say no to me outright, but you said later. You said, after I fix myself. You said, when life calms down, when I have more money, when I feel less tired, when I am sure I will not fail again. You dressed postponement like wisdom. You called procrastination processing. You renamed avoidance discernment. I do not say this to humiliate you. I say it to awaken you. That pattern has not been neutral. It has been spiritual. It has drained your confidence, thinned your joy, and made your heart feel older than your years. It has kept you circling the same mountain, new calendar, same indecision, and all the while you have wondered why peace remains just out of reach. Peace sits on the other side of a decided heart. Hear me. I have not been asking you for perfection. I have been asking you for permission. I have not required a flawless performance. I have asked for a clear response, consent, surrender, obedience in one specific area I already put my finger on. That conversation you need to initiate, that boundary you need to draw and keep, that habit you must lay down, not negotiate with for another month. That small assignment you keep postponing because it looks too ordinary to matter. That apology you owe not to be reduced or justified. That open door you keep doubting because you fear the unknown more than you trust my leading. I have been precise with you and you have known it. Even now, as I speak, the one thing rises to the surface. Do not push it down. Do not shop for a different instruction that feels more dramatic or more convenient. This is the one. I understand your exhaustion. I know how many responsibilities pull at you, work and bills, relationships and expectations, the weariness that sits in your bones when you wake, and the heaviness that settles when the day is done. I know the cycle. You promise yourself you will say yes tomorrow, but by the time tomorrow arrives, your strength feels spent and your resolve dissolves into maybe later. My child, I do not condemn your weakness. I do not mock your humanity. I am your Father who supplies strength, not your critic who tallies failures. If you give me your decision, I will supply the power. If you give me your yes, I will give you capacity, grace, and the steadying of your mind. You do not need to feel ready to be ready. Readiness follows obedience more often than it precedes it. Consider the truth beneath your delays. You have waited to feel fearless before stepping forward, but courage rarely comes first. It comes with movement. You have wanted guarantees before you answer me, but faith is not the child of guarantees. It is the seed that grows in my presence as you trust me, one step at a time. You have told yourself that a bigger, more dramatic opportunity will prove it is me, yet I have been in the small, in the daily choice, in the email you need to send, in the room you need to leave, in the bedtime you need to honor, in the morning you need to guard. I am not trying to make your life smaller. I am trying to make your soul freer, so you can carry what I am giving you next. My beloved child, let us be honest about the one thing I asked. You heard me. You felt me highlight it days ago, weeks ago, perhaps longer. You edited it. You bargained with it. You placed it on a shelf and promised you would come back when things were less chaotic. But your chaos has not decreased, because chaos often recycles around unmade decisions. The swirl continues until a yes cuts through it. That is why I interrupt you now with clarity. I am not demanding that you fix yourself before you come to me. I am demanding that you come to me so I can lead you through what you cannot fix alone. So ask yourself, in my presence right now, what does your yes require today, not someday, not when you feel inspired, not when everything aligns perfectly, today? Does it require you to send a message and schedule the conversation you dread? Does it require you to throw away what feeds the cycle that is killing your peace? Does it require you to choose rest, to honor your body and mind as a trust from me? Does it require you to return to the altar of prayer at a set time and keep that appointment with me as you would keep an appointment that could change your career? Does it require you to forgive and release the debt you have been carrying like armor that only bruises you? I speak with love and authority. Decide, not in theory, not in sentiment. Decide in action. Your yes is not measured by how emotional you feel in this moment. It is measured by the step you take in response to what I asked. Begin small if you must, but begin. Write it down. Put it on your calendar. Remove the option to drift. Tell one trusted person who honors me and ask them to hold you to it. When you choose, heaven will back you. When you choose, peace will meet you on the road. When you choose, clarity will increase and the fog will thin. I am not far, and I am not harsh. I am near, and I am clear. I am not collecting perfect children. I am forming willing ones. Give me your will, and watch what I will shape with it. Your decision is the door. Your yes is the key. And as you turn it today, you will be ready for the window I am opening before you. My child, hear me now. Within the next 72 hours, a window will open that requires an answer. The next 3 days are not ordinary days. I set this window on the calendar of your life long before you could measure time. I knew the exact hour your heart would be ready to face what you postponed. I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you. Time matters for what I am doing. Appointed moments are not like every other moment. They carry a weight, a grace, a clarity that does not linger forever. When I open a window, light rushes in. When that light appears, you will see what to do, and your readiness will be proven by your response. My beloved child, opportunities pass silently when the heart is undecided. Conversations that could shift a season can feel like small talk if your will is still hiding. A sentence spoken in passing can be the sign you asked me for, But if you are half yes and half no, it slips by like wind through fingers. Timing matters because clarity often arrives braided into ordinary things: an invitation, a question, a stirring to forgive, an unexpected quiet that settles on your chest. I have positioned doors and I have arranged moments, but hesitation can cause you to linger in the hallway until the timing shifts and the conversation moves on without you. I will not condemn you, but I will tell you the truth. Delay can cost alignment. Delay can blur what I am making sharp. Delay can make simple obedience feel complicated. I love you too much to let that continue. So listen carefully. Over the next 3 days, there will be signs that rise and repeat. Conviction will increase, not the heavy kind that shames you, but the holy persuasion that makes compromise feel small and obedience feel clean. You will notice unusual peace around the very step you feared, as if the air clears when you picture moving forward, or you will feel a holy discomfort around what you have been tolerating, like shoes that no longer fit, nudging you to remove what rubs your soul raw. A call to forgive may press on you with unusual tenderness. A name may rise to your mind again, and with it, the sense that reconciliation or honest closure cannot wait. A prompting to act will come with timing. A door will crack open, and you will know you are meant to place your foot there before it swings shut again. Watch how I will weave it. A person you haven't spoken to in months will reach out. A phrase you journaled weeks ago will be echoed by someone who could not have known. A meeting will reschedule itself in a way that frees an hour you longed for but could not find, an hour meant for the step we already discussed. An email will arrive that reopens something you thought was lost. A boundary you set in your mind will need to be set in your calendar. The appetite for what kept you numb will dull, and the desire to pray, to write, to call, to apply, to let go will sharpen. Do not explain these away. I am not playing with you. I am guiding you. I am not sending riddles. I am sending reinforcement. If you stay awake, you will see the pattern, and you will know it is me. My child, I am giving you a simple picture so you can recognize the flow. For many of you, day one will expose. The light will hit a corner of your life and show you what must be addressed. No drama, no theatrics, just truth arriving gently and undeniably. Day two will confirm. The signs will stack. A repeated phrase, a second conversation, a settled whisper in prayer that matches the counsel I have already given you. Day three will require a response. A call must be made. A message must be sent. A door must be walked through, or a door must be closed and locked. Do not grip this picture with fear or superstition. Grip it with trust. I am with you in each day, and I will not rush you past what your heart cannot yet carry. But I will not allow you to excuse yourself from what your heart is ready to do. Understand the stakes and the safety. Doors are positioned. Some are time-sensitive because they connect with other people's obedience and the timing of resources. I am moving on your behalf. If you hesitate endlessly, you may have to wait for a new alignment, and that wait can feel like delay, not because I am cruel, but because timing is a tapestry, and I honor the will of others as I honor yours. Yet hear this just as clearly. I am not a harsh taskmaster, waiting to trap you in a misstep. I am your father, guarding you, guiding you. I will not let you miss what belongs to you if you keep your heart turned toward me and choose to agree when the moment comes. I am not asking you to act frantic. I am inviting you to act faithful. How will you know you are ready? Readiness will feel like this. Your inner arguments grow quiet, and your reasons for delay begin to embarrass you, not with shame, but with recognition. These are not real barriers. You will sense a clean line inside your chest, a yes that does not require applause or guarantees. You will feel courage arrive in small, steady pulses, not a flood that makes you invincible, but a current that makes you willing. You will hear me in the same instruction I already gave you, only now it will not be easy to explain away. You will feel the weight of indecision lift the moment you picture obedience, and you will say in your heart, "This is my peace." How will you know the moment has arrived? The room will shift, sometimes literally, sometimes only within you. The conversation will pivot and land directly on the topic you have carried. A question will be asked that opens the door for your truth. A calendar notification will chime at the exact minute you considered acting. Your body may respond, your hands warm, your breath deepen, your eyes sting with tears you've resisted. Old fear will knock, but it will be quieter than it used to be. And there, in that space, you will be faced with a choice, yes or no. Not maybe later, not when it's convenient, not after I overthink it one more time. Yes or no. My beloved child, I am not hiding the consequence. A clear yes today unlocks clarity tomorrow. Indecision keeps you stuck and makes the world feel foggy. Your yes does not promise a life without difficulty, but it does promise alignment, peace, and the awareness that I am with you in each step. If you refuse and continue to stall, I will keep loving you. I will not abandon you, but you will feel the weight of delay, and the noise you are tired of will press in again. I want better for you. I have better for you. That is why I am calling you now. So stay awake, keep your heart tender, guard the next 3 days as if they are a gift, because they are. Pay attention to increases of conviction, to repeated signs, to the unusual peace or holy discomfort, to the pull toward forgiveness, to the promptings to act. Do not drown them in busyness. Do not bury them under endless input. I will not compete with chaos, but I will meet you in attention. Stay with me. Your response moment is coming, and you will know what to do. My child, come closer and quiet the noise. I told you I will not compete with chaos, and I am repeating it now because I see how loud the world has become around you and within you. The swirl is not only outside, meetings, messages, expectations, and screens, but inside. Worries, regret loops, imagined conversations, the endless analysis of what if and what then. You have learned to function in a storm so well that calm feels unfamiliar. Hear me. Stillness is not passivity. It is the posture that makes my direction recognizable. When you quiet the waters within, my reflection becomes clear. Pause with me for a few minutes. Put both feet on the ground. Unclench your jaw. Drop your shoulders. Loosen your grip on whatever you are holding. Take a slow breath in and a slower breath out. Let the air you release carry with it what you do not need to carry in this moment. Turn down the brightness of every other voice. Silence the notifications. Flip the device face down if you must. Close the extra tabs in your mind. Say out loud, "Father, I am here, I am listening." Let your own voice become a gate that closes to the crowd and opens to me. My beloved child, name with me the noise that drowns discernment, work pressure that chases you even into your sleep, relationship strain that has you rehearsing arguments and outcomes, financial fear that turns numbers into shadows, social media that keeps your thumb busy and your soul numb, regret loops that replay failures like a cruel anthem, overthinking that masquerades as wisdom while paralyzing your will. None of these are stronger than my voice, but all of them can crowd it. You are not weak for being affected by them. You are human, yet you are not helpless. You can choose a different atmosphere inside your own chest. Understand how my guidance arrives so you can distinguish it from the static. Often it comes as peace that does not make sense. Peace not tied to perfect circumstances, a quiet confidence that settles even when the details are unfinished. It can come as conviction that repeats, an instruction you keep hearing from different directions until ignoring it becomes harder than obeying it. It can come as clarity that strengthens once you move. The light that grew dim while you debated suddenly grows brighter after you take the first small step. Look for these three: peace that steadies you, conviction that returns, clarity that increases with obedience. These are the lines of my handwriting on your heart. Beware of false signals that mimic urgency but are not from me. Frantic pressure that shoves rather than leads is not my way. Fear decisions, those sudden lunges to escape shame or satisfy panic, are not the fruit I grow in you. Endless polling of opinions, texting 5 people, scrolling 10 voices, binge-watching counsel you never bring to prayer does not create discernment. It creates confusion. Seek wise counsel, yes, but do not outsource the place where I meet you. Bring it to me first, and watch how many extra voices you no longer need. My child, attention is not a luxury, it is protection. The next 72 hours will be clearer if you are not pulled in 100 directions inside your own mind. Come with me into stillness right now. Breathe in my nearness, breathe out the performance. Say, I release the outcome. Say, I choose your pace. Let your hands open. Imagine placing what consumes you into my hands. Project deadlines, the conversation that could change a relationship, the overdue bill, the guilt you carry for not being further along, the image you curate so no one sees you struggling. You do not have to manage me. You do not have to convince me. I already decided to care for you before you asked. I am not waiting for you to be strong. I am inviting you to be still so you can sense my strength. My direction often begins small, a time I ask you to keep with me like a standing appointment, a boundary I ask you to draw where you keep bleeding energy, a room I ask you to leave because you cannot hear me there, a message I ask you to send that erases the fog between you and another. Do not despise small. Small is how I train your ears. Small is how I reroute your attention so that when the larger moment stands before you, your spirit does not flinch. There is a pattern to confusion, and I want you to learn it so you can refuse it. Confusion rushes, wisdom walks. Confusion shouts, guidance speaks, and then waits. Confusion promises instant relief. Wisdom offers lasting alignment. Confusion feeds your fear of man. Guidance nourishes your fear of me. The reverent awareness that I am with you and I am holy and I am for you. When you feel the shove, pause. When you feel the pull to please everyone, pause. When you feel the need to fix everything in one day, pause. In the pause, I will meet you. In the pause, I will show you which thought is mine and which is not. My child, I am not asking you to empty your life. I am asking you to order your life so you can hear me. For the next few minutes, yes, even now, choose a single focus, me. If you can, step into a quieter space. If you cannot leave where you are, make a quiet space within. Close your eyes. Place your hand on your heart. Ask, what sound is the loudest in me right now? Name it. Ask, what fear keeps talking even when I try to rest? Name it. Ask, what desire keeps tugging me out of peace? Name it. I am not surprised by your answers. I am not offended by your honesty. I am honored by your trust, because your naming becomes the place where I can speak specifically and heal deeply. You want to know my voice more clearly? Practice these simple things. Arrive and be honest. Arrive by stopping the scroll and making room each day, even if it is 5 quiet minutes with me. Be honest by bringing me the unfiltered truth of what you feel and fear without performing or editing to sound spiritual. In that space, listen more than you explain. Let the silence stretch 10 more breaths than feels comfortable. Ask one question and wait. What are you asking of me today? Write what rises without censoring. Then take one step that aligns with what you sensed. Do not wait for drama. Look for peace, repetition, and increasing clarity as you move. My beloved child, if you will guard stillness, you will not miss the moments I have prepared. If you will turn the volume down on the urgent, you will hear the essential. If you will stop making fear your advisor and opinions your compass, you will notice how my presence recalibrates you from the inside out. This is not about earning my guidance. It is about recognizing it. I am already speaking. I am already near. I am already lighting the path you will see more clearly when you stop running in circles. Now, as we continue, prepare your heart for a deeper inventory. To answer me with a clean yes, you must know what keeps you spiritually asleep. Is it constant busyness that flatters your worth while draining your soul? Is it bitterness that tastes like protection but poisons your peace? Is it entertainment that numbs you each night until your mornings are dull? Is it the pressure to be everything to everyone while being nothing to yourself in my presence? Bring these to me. We will name them. We will break agreement with them. And in the quiet we are making together, you will learn the sound of my guidance, strong, gentle, unmistakable, leading you into the alignment you have craved. My child, now that you have quieted the noise, I must uncover the hand that has been stirring it. Listen to me with a steady heart. There has been a strategy aimed at you, not loud, not obvious, but precise. A force has watched your calling and measured your patterns. He prefers distraction over confrontation, delay over destruction, exhaustion over explosion. He is not always trying to break you in a day. He is trying to wear you down over many. He does not need your outright rebellion if he can seduce you into endless postponement. If he can keep you almost, he can keep you from yes. My beloved child, I do not say this to frighten you, but to awaken you and arm you. The enemy has whispered to you in triads because repetition smooths resistance. He says, you are too broken, too late, too unworthy. He says, it is too complicated, too messy, too far gone. He amplifies your fatigue and baptizes it as wisdom. He turns your tenderness into timidity and your carefulness into paralysis. He does not come to your door with horns and fire. He sends 100 small reasons to wait. He paints tomorrow as safer, cleaner, kinder to your courage. And so, you live in the land of almost obedient, almost surrendered, almost healed. Hear me. Delay is not neutral. It is a weapon. It keeps your faith in theory. It keeps your confession in drafts. It keeps your boundaries in your mind, but not in your calendar. It turns conviction into a mood you hope to feel again instead of a step you are meant to take now. It tricks you with manageable chaos, where you are always responding but never resolving, always planning but never starting, always apologizing to yourself for not moving but never choosing a path. It is a treadmill built of good intentions. You sweat, but you do not arrive. I am not blind to how tired you have become. I have watched the cycles, the late nights that numb you, the mornings that shame you, the half-finished things that accuse you. I have seen the browser tabs and mental tabs multiplying, research replacing obedience, counsel replacing conversation with me, busy care for others replacing honest surrender of your own choices. The enemy loves your fatigue because tired hearts sign delays like contracts. He loves your perfectionism because impossible standards guarantee perpetual postponement. He loves your polite lies to yourself. I just need one more confirmation. I will start when it slows down. I will forgive when they deserve it. Because these keep your hands folded when I have already given you what you need to open the door. My child, lift your eyes. None of those lies are stronger than my love. None of those whispers outrank my voice. I am not standing far off, demanding that you win a war by yourself. I am with you in the battle. I am the Lord who fights for you. I do not just expose the scheme. I dismantle its leverage when you agree with me. I am your shield when condemnation tries to return. I am your courage when the old fear knocks. I am your strength when your body shakes but your will says yes. You are not alone. You are not outmatched. You are not too late for what I have planned, because my timing includes your learning, and my mercy is not delicate. Let me show you how the enemy keeps you in, almost. He couples the lie with a lure. He pairs too broken with the lure of self-repair, endless self-improvement projects that postpone intimacy with me. He pairs too late with the lure of comparison, scrolling the timelines of others until shame says, "Why try?" He pairs too unworthy with the lure of penance, performing goodness to earn what I already offered freely. He pairs too complicated with the lure of analysis, meeting after meeting in your own head. He pairs too messy with the lure of control, micromanaging outcomes until freedom suffocates. He pairs too far gone with the lure of nostalgia, romanticizing a past season so you never risk a new one. These are shackles made of soft rope. You can slip out of them the moment you stop agreeing with them. Your warfare in this hour is not about louder prayers than the next person. It is about clearer agreement than your past self. The enemy loses ground where you refuse partnership with delay. Break that partnership. Say yes or say no, but stop feeding maybe. When you decide, confusion thins. When you decide, peace has a place to land. When you decide, the power that keeps visiting you in moments of conviction becomes power that accompanies you into action. Understand what the next 72 hours will look like from his side, so you are not surprised. He will try to flood you with small distractions when you set time aside, sudden urges to check, to snack, to clean things that do not need cleaning. He will offer counterfeit urgency, anxious thoughts that tell you this one step must solve everything at once. He will resurrect old narratives. You've tried before. You'll quit again. You always mess it up. He will stir relational turbulence, a tone that offends you, a misunderstanding that tempts you to spiral, hoping to steal your focus. Do not be intimidated by this. Be informed. These are not signs you are failing. They are signs you are approaching a line he fears you will cross. So I give you authority and a simple strategy. First, name the lie. Second, renounce your agreement with it. Third, replace it with what I have already spoken over you. Say out loud, I am not too broken. I am loved and being restored. I am not too late. I am right on time for the grace given to me. I am not unworthy. I am chosen and made clean. Say, it is not too complicated. Obedience simplifies. It is not too messy. Grace meets me where I am. It is not too far gone. Redemption rewrites the end. Your voice matters because your agreement matters. Heaven responds to your yes. Hell loses leverage to your yes. My beloved child, I am putting before you the dignity of a decision. Not a performance, not a promise you cannot keep, not a perfect plan, just a decision. Will you break with delay today? Will you answer me with a clear yes or a clear no? I can work with clarity. I can multiply little steps. I can supply strength for chosen obedience. I will not force you because love does not coerce, but I will confront you because love does not watch you drown in almost and call it kindness. Choose with me now. The enemy has used delay to exhaust you slowly, to keep you circling the same questions while time drips past. I am interrupting that pattern with presence and truth. If you will step over the line of almost, even with trembling legs, you will feel the grip loosen. You will sense me near, not as a distant judge, but as a present father who fights for your future. Your decision interrupts the strategy. Your yes breaks the cycle. And as you choose, know this. I see the places where the battle has been fiercest. I see the wounds you have hidden. I am not only calling you forward, I am healing you as you move. My child, come closer. I am placing my hand upon the places you hide, even from yourself. I see the hidden rooms, where the night stretched too long and the pillow caught tears you wiped away before anyone could notice. I see the moments you stared at the ceiling and covered your mouth so the sobs would not wake the house. I see the shower where you let the water mask your crying. I see the late-night scrolling meant to numb the ache for a few more minutes. I see the whispers you offered into the dark. Are you listening? Do you care? Did I miss you? I heard every word. I did not ignore you. My beloved child, I know the tremors that move through your chest when panic rises without warning. At the grocery store, in the car, at work, when you have to smile as if nothing is unraveling inside. I remember the mornings you woke heavy, the nights you fell asleep in your clothes because it felt safer to stay busy than to be alone with your thoughts. I know the fatigue that settled into your bones after one more disappointment, one more almost, one more apology you did not receive. I know how you told yourself, I want to obey, but I cannot be hurt like that again. You are not weak for feeling this. You are not broken beyond repair for hesitating where you have been cut before. You are not a failure for being tired. You were carrying more than was yours to carry, and you carried it longer than anyone knew. I have not overlooked the betrayals. I saw who used your softness like a lever, who took your trust and managed it like currency. I saw the conversation where a confidence you shared was repeated without your consent. I saw the promise dangled and then withdrawn. I saw the leader who minimized your pain to protect an image. I saw the family member who laughed at your boundaries and called them selfish. I saw the relationship that asked you to shrink to be loved. I saw the accusation thrown at you to avoid owning their own wrongdoing. I was there not as a passive witness, but as your father who marked the truth, while others blurred it. You did not imagine it. You did not exaggerate it. I know exactly what it cost you to keep your heart tender. And your prayers, I have kept them. The ones you wrote and never sent. The ones you mumbled on the drive home so no one would see your red eyes at the red light. The ones that sounded like silence because you had no more sentences left. The ones you prayed bravely, asking me to open a door, and the ones you prayed secretly, asking me to close one you could not seem to close yourself. I have not ignored them. Some answers were delayed to protect you. Some were rerouted because the timing around you was not yet aligned. Some were hidden in a strengthening work I was doing inside you, building a yes that would not collapse under pressure, forming discernment that could separate peace from adrenaline, shaping compassion that would not turn into codependency. My child, I saw how disappointment piled like stones, applications unanswered, messages left unread, doors that cracked and then swung shut, cycles that returned just when you believed they were broken. I also saw you keep hoping anyway. I saw you show up to the next day with shaky faith that still counted as faith. I saw you set boundaries even when your voice trembled. I saw you forgive again and then wrestle with the fear that forgiveness would only invite more harm. I saw you practice honesty in small ways because big honesty felt like too much. I honor the courage it took for you to keep moving in the fog. Hear me. Shame has no authority in this room. Shame lies about your strength and your story. Shame calls you dramatic for needing comfort. Shame mocks your pace. Shame uses your tenderness against you. I rebuke it. You are not weak for needing rest. You are not wrong for wanting reassurance. You are not behind because you heal with care. I understand the weight that has pressed you low, and I am not offended by your humanity. I am the one who formed you. I chose every sensitivity with intention. Where others misnamed your empathy as fragility, I call it capacity. Capacity to carry hope. Capacity to notice pain others overlook. Capacity to love in a way that disarms defenses. The hidden season has not been wasted. In the quiet where you felt forgotten, I was forming wisdom that cannot be learned in applause. I was teaching you to hear the nuance between your fear and my caution. I was maturing your no so your yes could be clean. I was giving you language for your heart so you would shepherd it instead of silencing it. I was growing compassion that knows how to sit with another's tears without rushing to fix. I was shaping discernment that can tell the difference between chemistry and character, between attention and love, between flattery and honor. I was deepening your roots so your fruit will last. My beloved child, I am not here only to soothe you. I am here to stitch what tore and strengthen what trembled so you can stand and step. I refuse to let pain define your pace any longer. I comfort you so you can see clearly. I heal you so you can choose bravely. I remind you of what you survived so you can recognize what you deserve. I speak with tenderness, but I also lead with clarity. The next 72 hours will hold invitations that could be misread through the lens of old wounds. I am cleansing that lens now. Where fear once shouted, "Protect yourself at all costs," you will hear peace say, "Move with me." Where distrust rehearsed all the ways this could go wrong, you will hear wisdom outline the one right step for today. Let us name what you still clutch so tightly it cuts you. The story you tell yourself about why you are hard to love. The vow you made to never need anyone again. The rule you wrote that says asking for help is weakness. The knife you turned inward each time someone else dropped their responsibility. Place these in my hands. Say out loud, "Father, I release the vows I made in pain. I release the stories that shame wrote. I receive your truth about me." Let your voice break if it must. Let your tears flow if they need to. I am not embarrassed by your emotion. I am honored by your trust. You have wondered, if I say yes, will I just be hurt again? You have asked, if I tell the truth, will I be left? You have feared, if I step out, will I fail publicly? I hear your questions. I answer them with my presence. I will not hand you over to harm and call it growth. I will not abandon you in your obedience and call it a lesson. I will not demand performance and call it faith. I am your father. I am your shield. I am your guide. I am the one who sets a table for you in the presence of what used to frighten you. I am the one who holds you steady while you do the brave thing. Now lift your chin, wipe your face, feel the steadiness returning. The tenderness you carry will not disqualify you, it will guide you. The scars you bear will not sabotage you. They will remind you that healing is possible when you choose truth. The prayers you thought went unanswered are seeds about to break the soil. I do not comfort you to keep you in place. I comfort you to prepare you to answer me. In this love, in this safety, I am calling you forward. Not frantic, not reckless. Faithful. When the moment arrives, and it will, you will not consult your old pain for permission. You will listen for my peace, and you will say yes. My child, listen to me. Your past did not cancel your calling. Nothing you have done has disqualified you. Long before you took your first breath, before the first mistake, before the first detour, before the first betrayal that tried to rewrite your worth, I knew you. I formed you with intention. I placed purpose in you as a seed that storms cannot uproot. My beloved child, I chose you knowing the whole story, not only the early chapters that made you proud or the recent pages that made you hide. I am not surprised by anything you confess. I am not reconsidering you. My love for you is unbroken, and my plans for you are not fragile. Hear me again so the lie loses air. I do not design a future so delicate that one wrong turn shatters it. I do not place a calling so brittle that a season of silence can erase it. I do not write in pencil, rubbing out names when they hesitate. I am the one who speaks, and it stands. I am the one who restores what seems lost, gathers what's scattered, and reauthors what shame tried to narrate. The pieces you wish you could throw away, I pick them up and set them in a pattern you did not know was possible. I do not discard the clay. I remake the vessel. I do not abandon the canvas. I layer beauty upon what looked like a stain. I do not waste valleys. I carve rivers through them. My child, you have counted your missteps and called them destiny. You have rehearsed your relapses until they sounded like identity. You have pointed to the time you froze, the time you ran, the time you chose a lesser voice, and you decided, maybe I forfeited what God meant for me. No, your detours were not destiny, they were classrooms. Your relapses were not your name. They were data that showed you where the wound was still unhealed. Your silence was not abandonment. It was the soil where I strengthened your roots. I did not give you over to the ruin you feared. I preserved you while your understanding caught up to my mercy. I discipline you because I love you, not because I am done with you. My correction is not condemnation, it is protection. When I said no, it was not rejection, it was rescue. When I closed a door you wanted, it was not punishment, it was prevention. When I pressed urgency into your spirit, it was not to create panic, it was to keep you from drifting past a moment I arranged for your good. I am your father. I do not entertain myself with your pain. I shepherd you, I guard you, I course correct you because destiny without character collapses, and I refuse to see you collapse. My beloved child, look at me and hear your name without the old adjectives the enemy stapled to it. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are not too inconsistent to be trusted. You are chosen. You are known. You are loved with an unbreaking love. The tenderness you carry is by design. It helps you sense what others miss. The strength you doubt is deeper than you think. It has survived more than most will ever know. The calling on you is not an accessory you can misplace. It is the architecture of your life. It has been waiting for your yes, and it is still waiting now. Let me be plain. I redeem time. I weave even the lost years into wisdom you could not have bought. I take the apology you never received, and I turn it into clarity you will not trade. I take the doors that closed, and I use them to guide your feet to the ones I already set to open. I take the words spoken against you, and I drain them of poison, using them to inoculate you against the next counterfeit. I take the chaos that bruised you, and I teach you to birth peace out of it for others. Nothing is wasted when you place it in my hands. Nothing is beyond repair when you stop hiding it from me. You ask, but what about the promises I made and did not keep? I answer, I am not building on your promises to me. I am building on my promise to you. You ask, what about the people I hurt or disappointed? I answer, where confession and repentance walk, restoration walks beside them. You ask, what if I fail again? I answer, I am your father in both your steps and your stumbles, and I will teach you how to walk steadily. Your fear keeps counting your capacity. I am counting my grace. Your shame keeps broadcasting a verdict. I am announcing a future. Within the next 72 hours, moments will test what you believe about you and what you believe about me. Do not approach them as a defendant trying to prove you deserve another chance. Approach them as a son, as a daughter, returning to the work with the backing of your father. I am not asking you to perform. I am asking you to agree. Agree that your past no longer narrates your next. Agree that my mercy outruns your missteps. Agree that my plans are not fragile. Agree that your calling is not canceled. Agreement is the doorway. Honesty is the key in your hand. Bring me the truth without excuses. Say, Father, this is where I fell. This is where I lied to myself. This is where I chose safety that was actually bondage. This is where I pretended not to hear you. I will meet you there. I will not humiliate you. I will not replay the tape to shame you. I will place my hand over the wound, and I will speak the name I gave you before the wound was made. chosen, clean, called. When discipline is needed, I will give it and you will feel loved, not banished. When correction is necessary, I will speak it and you will feel aligned, not crushed. When urgency rings, you will feel protected, not pushed. My child, hear the dignity I am giving you now. Your yes matters, not your perfect plan, not your flawless execution, your honest surrender. I am not collecting elaborate vows from you. I am asking for a clean answer. Will you agree with me about who you are? Will you stop calling yourself what your past called you? Will you step back into what I have always had for you, even if your legs still tremble? Your calling is waiting at the threshold. It has been waiting with patience, not with scorn. It has been waiting with open arms, not with folded ones. It has been waiting to partner with your decision, because I will not force partnership. I invite it. My beloved child, lift your head. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe and listen. I am near. I am not negotiating your worth. I settled that with my love. I am not auditing your failures to determine whether I still want you. I chose you with full knowledge, and I choose you again now. The only thing required in this moment is your honest surrender, an answer without excuses. Say yes with your real voice, the one that has walked through fire and still believes. Say yes as the person you are now, not the person you think you should have been by now. Your past did not cancel your calling. My plans are not fragile, and your yes today will sound like the first note of a song I have been waiting to hear you sing. My child, here is where heaven leans close and asks you plainly, will you say yes today, or will you keep me waiting? Not later, not when it feels safer, not when everything is sorted and spotless. Today, I am not asking you for a perfect plan. I am asking you for a clear answer. I am standing at the door I prepared, and I am knocking now. Your yes or your no will speak louder than any explanation. I will not force your hand. Love does not coerce, but I will not pretend this moment is casual. It is not. It is crafted. It is appointed. Within the next 72 hours, this yes or this no will shape what you can see, what you can hear, and which doors you recognize as yours. My beloved child, understand what yes means. Yes means you surrender the right to keep stalling. Yes means obedience in the first step I already showed you, not the 50th step you are worried about. Yes means you forgive where I asked you to forgive, not to excuse harm, but to free your heart from it. Yes means you seek reconciliation where I have put peace on it, and you release what I have not assigned you to carry any longer. Yes means you lay down the habit you keep dressing up as coping, the late-night scrolling that steals your rest, the secret indulgence that numbs and accuses you later, the conversation that always pulls you back into gossip and comparison. Yes means you start the assignment I already placed in your spirit. Make the call, send the email, write the outline, schedule the meeting, complete the application, set the boundary. Yes means you return to me in prayer, not as a performance, but as a rhythm. Morning attention, midday recalibration, evening surrender. Yes looks like small keys turning into large shifts. Do not despise simple obedience. It opens complicated locks. Hear me also. No has a definition. No is not only rebellion. No is choosing comfort over calling when I have put courage in your hands. No is delay dressed as discernment, postponement dressed as prudence, endless preparing that never becomes starting. No is fear over faith, analysis over agreement, image over intimacy. No says, I will when it slows down, while ignoring that I am asking now because I have cleared a path you cannot see yet. No keeps you in, almost. No tells you to wait for a feeling while peace is already present, waiting for your step. I am not condemning you for the places you have said no before. I am confronting you so you can be free now. You cannot carry both destinies at once, the one I wrote and the one delay is writing. Choose. My child, Feel my love and hear my firmness. I will not force you. I will not drag you across the threshold. But I will not soften the truth. The window is real. The next 72 hours will hold alignments, conversations, convictions, and instructions that will either find you decided or undecided. If you are decided, clarity will land like a bird that finally finds a branch sturdy enough to rest upon. If you are undecided, confusion will circle you because indecision has nowhere for peace to perch. A clear yes today unlocks clarity tomorrow. A clean answer draws the line that tells chaos, you may not pass. When you decide, the fog thins. When you decide, your energy returns because it is no longer divided. So I make it simple and sacred. Answer me out loud where you are with your real voice. Say, Father, yes, I surrender, I obey. If you are ready, type yes so your agreement enters time and space with a witness. Comment, Father, I surrender. If your yes needs words for the step, speak them. Yes, I forgive the debt I have kept. Yes, I will make the call I have avoided. Yes, I will end what keeps me bound. Yes, I will return to prayer each morning. Yes, I will begin the work you showed me. If fear rises as you speak, do not be alarmed. Fear often groans when it loses authority. Keep speaking. Your voice is the gate. If you are tempted to barter, let me think about it for a week. Let me finish these 3 things first. Let me see one more sign. Recognize the old contract with delay trying to renew itself. Tear it up. Say, no more almost. Say, no more someday language. Say, yes today. I am here. I am with you. I am not measuring how poetic your answer sounds. I am listening for its clarity. I can steer a moving heart. I can strengthen trembling knees. I can multiply small beginnings. I cannot bless a fog of maybe. My beloved child, your yes does not mean you will never feel tension again. It means tension will no longer be your Lord. Your yes does not guarantee every person will applaud. It guarantees you will walk with me, and I open the doors that matter. Your yes does not erase the need for wisdom. It welcomes wisdom into motion. And your no, if that is what you choose, I will still love you. But know this, no keeps you circling the same mountain while time moves. No asks me to delay what I have already aligned. No keeps the enemy's strategy funded with your agreement. Choose with dignity. Choose with honesty. Choose as the son, as the daughter, who is fully seen and fully loved. If you are ready, say yes now. Type yes. Comment, Father, I surrender. Then breathe. The moment you answer, I will meet you with the next right step. Within the next 72 hours, you will see the fruit of a clear answer. Peace rising where panic sat. Alignment appearing where you saw only options. A door you could not open swinging because your yes turned the key. I am here, I am listening, and I am ready to move with you. Will you say yes today or keep me waiting? My child, listen carefully. Your yes is not a feeling. It is a key that turns the lock on prepared doors. When you answered me, something shifted in the unseen and is now moving toward you in the seen. Within the next 72 hours, you will notice alignment beginning to gather. Confusion will begin to thin. A quiet steadiness will rise. The swirling options that made you feel trapped will narrow to a path that carries weight and peace together. This is not hype. This is how agreement operates in my kingdom. Where there was static, a frequency clears. Where there was gridlock, a lane opens. Where there was double-mindedness, a single instruction becomes obvious enough to obey. My beloved child, expect peace first, not fireworks, not a rush. Peace. It will not always feel like excitement. It will feel like exhale. It will not numb you. It will steady you. It may arrive in the middle of an ordinary act, in the shower, on the commute, as you prepare a meal while you sit in quiet. Suddenly the thought that has visited you repeatedly will sit down and stop pacing. The instruction you kept second-guessing will feel less like a guess and more like a settled knowing. This is the peace test. My direction carries a solidity that remains even when the instruction requires courage. Adrenaline spikes and then crashes. Peace holds and then strengthens. Anxiety shouts and makes you frantic. Peace speaks low and gives you room to breathe. Flattery makes you feel big but hollow. Peace makes you feel small but full. When you sense that low river moving through you, that is me saying, walk this way. Within the next 3 days, pay attention to how alignment begins to show itself. Watch who reaches out unprompted, the person you thought forgot you, the mentor whose voice you trust, the friend who has no agenda. Their call or message will function like a hinge. A question they ask or an opening they mention will connect to what I have been whispering. Do not dismiss it as coincidence. Also notice what idea returns persistently and kindly. It may be an assignment you shelved, a boundary you promised to hold, a conversation you need to have, a piece of work you know how to start. It will not haunt you to condemn, it will hover to invite. Say yes with action, and you will feel strength rise behind it. Expect doors to open that you could not force. A meeting will be moved to accommodate you. A resource you could not afford will be offered at a cost you can carry. A space will become available that had a wait list. Favor will appear in places that previously ignored you. And yes, expect some doors to close without grief. The number that once pulled you back into cycles may stop calling. The opportunity that looked shiny may remove itself. The conversation that used to trap you in explanation may never be requested. Do not chase what I close. I am removing options that would blur your newly made decision. Closure will feel like kindness, not punishment. If you feel an unusual relief about something ending, bless it and let it end. My child, alignment also looks like timing that serves you rather than fights you. A delay will protect you from rushing. A cancellation will create room for the step I asked you to take. A reschedule will give you a window to complete what you have avoided. I am not teasing you with almosts. I am arranging the small obediences to fit together. If something feels suddenly easier to begin, begin it. Ease is not always a sign that you should do it, but in this window I am granting ease where you have already agreed with me. Where there is agreement and a steady peace together, walk through. Here is how you test and walk wisely across these 72 hours. When an invitation comes, place it before me and listen for the texture of peace. Does your chest unclench as you consider obeying, even if the step is stretching? Do you feel a clean courage instead of a desperate pressure? Do you sense clarity increase as you imagine walking forward, not confusion multiplying? That is my yes. If you feel a performance panic rising, if your mind starts bargaining to delay, if the room inside you shrinks and your breath shortens, pause. Ask me again. I am not hiding. I will not make you guess blindly. Remember, my peace often contradicts your fear, but it never colludes with chaos. In these next days, be attentive to provision meeting obedience. You will take one step and find that the next becomes visible. You will make the call and discover the words are given to you as you speak. You will set the boundary and watch respect increase from the people who are healthy to hold it with you. You will send the application and receive a response sooner than you expected. You will forgive and feel the weight leave your jaw, your shoulders, your sleep. Strength rises on the other side of surrender, but it often rises mid-step, not before you move. Trust me as you move. My beloved child, do not be surprised if a small resistance visits you. Old voices, old patterns, old appetites, testing if your yes is negotiable. This is not a sign you chose wrong. This is a sign that your yes disrupted what benefited from your delay. Hold your line. Repeat your yes out loud. Return to the peace test. If you feel a wave of distraction, recenter quickly. Breathe. My name, step outside into the air I made. Put your hand over your heart and say, Father, I stay with you. Clarity will return because you did not surrender your decision to the noise. Look for 3 specific markers I am sending as confirmation. First, an external alignment. Someone says, without knowing your prayer, the very sentence you keep hearing inside. Second, an internal rest. You wake with a calm focus you have not felt in months, and you find yourself ready to do the next small thing. Third, a practical path. An email, a date, a time, an address, a budget line appears where before there was blankness. These are signposts, not substitutes for obedience. They do not make your yes true. They reveal that your yes is already unlocking what I positioned. I have already gone ahead of you, arranging doors at the level of your obedience. Do not look for a giant gate when I have placed a series of precise doors. One for today, one for tomorrow, one for the day after. Walk through today's door and tomorrow's will swing. You are not late to this path. You are on time to this window. Stay close. Your next steps are coming and you will not miss them. I am speaking to you in ways you can recognize, through peace that persists, through alignment that accelerates, through doors that open without striving, and through closures that release you gently. Keep your eyes up, keep your heart quiet, keep your yes active. Within the next 72 hours, you will know that the key you turned was not imaginary. It fit a lock I have been waiting to open, and it opens not only to a room of opportunity, but to a corridor of my companionship, where peace, alignment, and purpose walk you forward. Music, my child, slow your heart and come close. This is the moment to answer me out loud. Do not whisper your way around it. Speak because your voice carries authority I gave you. I am here. I am listening. I am not looking for perfect words. I am looking for your honest agreement. Breathe in, breathe out, and follow me line by line. Say, Father, I come to you now. I choose to stop and give you my full attention. I believe this moment is arranged by you, not random and not accidental. Say it again with your real voice. This is not random. You are interrupting me in love. Now surrender. Say, Father, I surrender. Repeat it slowly until your heart hears it. I surrender my timing, my outcomes, my image, my need to control. I surrender delay disguised as wisdom. I lay down excuses, bargains, and almosts. I give you my yes today. If your hands are free, open them as a sign. Tell me, you can have what I have been guarding. You can lead me where I have been hesitating. We will deal with delay. Say, in your name, I break my agreement with delay. Say, I renounce procrastination. I renounce analysis that pretends to be wisdom but keeps me from obeying. I renounce the lie that I will be ready later when you are asking for my yes now. Say, I choose obedience in the first step you already showed me. Now we will deal with fear. Say, I renounce fear. Name it as it hides. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of change, fear of success, fear of being seen, fear of being misunderstood. Speak it out. I renounce the spirit of fear and refuse its counsel. Place your hand on your heart and say, perfect love, surround me. Father, flood me with your courage. Let your peace settle me where fear once ruled. We will deal with shame. Say, I renounce shame. Say, I refuse to wear old names, unworthy, too late, too broken. I receive the name you speak over me, chosen, clean, called. Say it again, chosen, clean, called. Let the words anchor. Say, I choose to see myself as you see me. I forgive myself where I have agreed with accusation. I receive mercy. We will deal with unbelief. Say, I renounce unbelief. Say, I break my agreement with cynicism, with the shrug that says nothing changes, with the doubt that mocks hope. Say, I choose trust. I choose to believe that you are working even when I cannot measure it. I choose to believe that within the next 72 hours, You will confirm and align as you promised. We will deal with distraction. Say, I renounce distraction. List it, the endless scrolling, the conversations that drain, the habits that numb, the late-night loops that steal rest. Speak them plainly, then say, I turn my eyes to you. I ask for holy focus. Guard my attention. Help me to choose quiet over noise and presence over performance. Now, forgiveness. I know where the wound is. I know the face, the message, the room, the silence. I am not asking you to excuse harm. I am inviting you to release the debt so your heart can breathe again. Say, Father, I choose to forgive. Speak their name if you are able. If there are many, speak the first that rises. Say, I release them from the debt I have held. I place them and the justice you see into your hands. I refuse bitterness. I choose freedom. If you need to forgive yourself, say, I forgive myself. I release the version of me that did not know what I know now. I receive your correction as protection, not condemnation. Now name the one area I have been addressing. Do not shrink it. Do not generalize. Say, Father, the area you have been addressing is, and name it out loud, the habit, the relationship, the assignment, the boundary, the step. After you name it, say, I agree with you about this. I will obey. I will take the first step today. Ask me for clarity and courage. Say, give me clarity that is gentle and firm. Let your peace be the test and the guide. Give me courage that does not shout but stands. When my knees tremble, steady me. When distraction swirls, center me. When old appetites knock, remind me that my yes is not for sale. Seal your identity. Say, I am loved. I am chosen. I am not forgotten. I am protected. Say, I am a son or I am a daughter, and let the dignity of that truth settle on you. Say, you are my father and I am yours. Say, your plans for me are not fragile. My past did not cancel my calling. My yes partners with your faithfulness. Now ask for spiritual wakefulness. Say, Father, keep me awake over the next 72 hours. Say, open my ears to your whisper. Help me recognize the 3 markers you promised: external alignment, internal rest, and a practical path. Train my senses to discern peace from pressure. Alert me when confusion tries to sit on my shoulders. Nudge me when the door you opened is in front of me. Guard my sleep with peace and my mornings with focus. Invite my spirit to fill the room of your decision. Say, fill me now. Fill my thoughts, my emotions, my schedule, my words. Fill my home with your presence. Fill my calendar with your order. Fill my heart with the desire to obey. Breathe and receive. Now, make this a public altar if you can. Say, my answer is yes. Type Amen as a sign of agreement. Comment, I say yes today. Let your agreement leave your mouth and touch the world, because light belongs in the open. If tears come, let them come. If relief rises, let it rise. If fear protests, do not negotiate with it. Repeat your yes out loud. Ask for help in the exact place you will need it. Say, when the text comes, give me the words. Say, when the memory returns, give me peace. Say, when the door opens, give me humility and boldness together. Say, when the door closes, give me gratitude and trust. Say, when I feel the tug to delay, remind me that I have already decided. Now bless your own feet. Say, my steps are ordered. Say, I walk in peace. Say, I walk in alignment. Say, I walk through prepared doors. Place your hand over your heart and speak to it. Stay steady, stay soft, stay awake. Speak to your mind. You are clear. Speak to your body. Rest and rise in strength. I am sealing you now, my child. I cover your yes with my protection. I assign angels to guard the path I have marked. I cut off the voice of accusation that would try to make you rehearse your past. I release a grace to begin and a grace to continue. I lay my hand upon your head, and I bless you with courage that feels like quiet resolve. I bless you with wisdom that arrives when you need it. I bless you with favor that opens the right doors and closes the wrong ones without drama. Say, I receive it. Say, I agree. Say, Amen. Type Amen. Comment, I say yes today. And hear me, I am with you in this. Not as a distant observer, but as a present father. Your spoken yes has moved more than you can see. Watch for alignment. Watch for peace. Watch for the door. Within the next 72 hours, you will not be left guessing. You will be led. Stay near. Keep your voice honest. Keep your yes active. I am here and I am moving with you now. My child, now we make your yes durable. Obedience in the next 72 hours protects your yes from turning back into delay. I am not leaving you to guess. I am giving you a simple path, 3 days, 3 touch points each day, so your heart stays awake, your steps stay aligned, and your decision is not swallowed by noise. This is not heavy, this is holy. Receive it as a gift and follow it with the same honesty you just spoke. For the next 3 days, begin each morning with stillness. Before you touch a screen, before you scroll, before you let the world borrow your attention, give me your first 10 minutes. Sit, breathe my name, and read the instruction you wrote. When you said yes, hold it in your hands. Then pray simply, Father, I am here. I renew my yes. What is my one clear step today? Listen for the steady peace, not the frantic push. Write the one step, not 5. 1. Put it on a card, on your lock screen, on your mirror. Somewhere your eyes will meet it. This is how you tell your day who is Lord. At midday, stop for 2 minutes and check in. Ask, am I obeying the step I named? If the answer is yes, bless me out loud and continue. If the answer is no, do not spiral. Act. Take one small action immediately. Send the message, draft the email subject line, schedule the appointment, set the boundary sentence. If offense or misunderstanding has risen before noon, reconcile quickly. Humility is swifter than pride and saves hours of turmoil. Say, I'm sorry for my part, or I need to clarify with love, and move toward peace. Midday is a mercy. It interrupts drift before it hardens. In the evening, end with gratitude and correction. Sit with me for 5 to 10 minutes. Thank me specifically. Name where peace met you, where alignment showed up, where I protected you. Then ask, where did I delay? Name it without drama. Receive mercy, receive correction, and rewrite tomorrow's one step based on what you now see. Lay the weight down. Sleep becomes holy when you refuse to carry confusion into it. This 72-hour window also requires a fast. Choose one distraction to lay down and keep your word. For these 3 days, remove the noise that feeds delay. It may be late-night scrolling, the endless news loop, the show that numbs you past bedtime, the chat that always turns to gossip and comparison, the habit you call just a little but which steals your clarity. Fast it. Replace it with stillness, with a short walk, with honest prayer, with silence that lets my voice be heard. I am not trying to make your life small. I am clearing the room where direction lives. Write the instruction you received from me and take one step each day. Day 1, begin. Day 2, continue. Day 3, complete or confirm the next door. This is how momentum is built. Obedience begets guidance. If the step is conversation, set the time. If the step is boundary, communicate it kindly and firmly. If the step is starting, start in the smallest visible way. If the step is ending, end without spectacle and bless the closure. Do not wait to feel heroic. Faith often looks like a calendar invite, a text sent, a file opened, a habit interrupted. Watch for these warning signs of drift and answer them quickly. If you start rationalizing, I'll do it when the house is in order, when I have more time, when I feel more certain. Say out loud, that is delay, not discernment, and return to the one step. If you start bargaining, give me one more sign, one more week. Remember, I already gave you peace and alignment. Obedience clarifies, bargaining thickens the fog. If you seek endless confirmation, polling multiple people after I have already spoken, pause. Ask me again and honor the peace test. If old numbing habits knock, late-night loops, secret indulgences, doom scrolling, call them what they are, trains to yesterday. Step off, put the device down, drink water, step outside, breathe my name, and repeat your yes. Hear me. If you stumble, return immediately. No shame spiral, no self-punishment, no I ruined the day talk. Obedience is practiced, not performed. Come back in 60 seconds. Say, Father, I return to my yes. Name where you drifted. Receive forgiveness with the same speed you asked for it. Take a micro step before your feelings catch up, and they will. The enemy wants the slip to become a story. I want the slip to become a turnaround. You are learning a new reflex. Back to me, back to peace, back to the step. To help you stay awake, set small anchors. Put 3 alarms on your phone for the next 3 days named with purpose. Morning, first 10, I'm here. Midday, check the step. Evening, gratitude and correction. Place a small note where you see it. Yes, today. Keep your journal or card with the daily step visible. Ask a trusted voice to text you once a day and simply ask, did you do the step? Not to police you, but to witness your obedience. I will honor simple structures that serve your yes. Reconcile quickly wherever you can. If something feels off between you and someone in your circle, do not nurse the ache. Move toward clarity with humility. If you owe an apology, give it. If you must release something beyond your control, name it and let it go. Peace multiplies in environments of honesty. My beloved child, I am not measuring your performance. I am forming your reflex. Over these next 72 hours, your reflex becomes obedience, your atmosphere becomes peace, and your path becomes recognizable. I am with you in every minute. When you feel the tug to delay, say, I have already decided. When you sense the whisper to move, take the step while your knees still tremble. I will steady you in motion. Now seal it with action. Say out loud, my yes stays awake. Type yes, and if you can, write in the comments the one step you are obeying over these 3 days. Testify, because your declaration strengthens you and lights a path for another. Share this message with someone who needs the same interruption. Let your obedience become an invitation. And if I have used this to awaken you, partner with what I am building. Support this work as you are able, so the sound of alignment reaches more hearts. Stay close. Morning stillness, midday check-in, evening gratitude and correction, fast one distraction, reconcile quickly, write the instruction and take one step, watch for drift and return fast. Within the next 72 hours, your yes will be protected, your peace will deepen, and the doors I have positioned will not be missed. I am here and I am leading you through.